Okay, before going to that, okay, so I'm expecting this also. Already we asked a question on. We are talking about willful defaulter. See, after today's test, okay, I don't know in which test we have asked this question on willful defaulter. Please go and practice that question, okay. And one more thing I want to tell you, okay, those students who are not performing well, okay, please practice all the test questions and don't miss any test. It will not help you if you are. I had seen students coming, collecting the question paper and going. You will not benefit. Even though if you see the question, there is a difference between, even if you are scoring less mark in writing the test, that will help you in your, see what will happen now, the question which you have seen and solved at your home, you will do the same mistake, you can't say it, make it correct. This has happened with many of the students, but if you are coming here and writing with an exam environment, that will help you. I had seen many students have done this mistake last year. Please don't do this mistake, not writing the exam. Don't be shy that you will score less mark. Now we are not showing your name also, we are giving only roll number, then why you are not writing the test? Only good mark, only we are showing the name. Okay, please write it, okay. And what I am suggesting is, okay, in the just 10 days before the exam, out of this 2000 question, we'll tell you we'll again compile and give you the most 300 important question. And we'll tell you the most important topic also, especially from the current affair. So you can practice that. But what is required is that come and write the exam. You need to feel the examination pressure, all the mistakes you make when you write in a 2-hour test. Please do that, okay. Now I am expecting this from since non-performing asset is an issue, they can ask you a question on a definition on who is a willful defaulter. So we are talking about a defaulter. We have discussed who is a defaulter. General defaulter means a person who have taken a loan and not paying back. Okay. Now regarding willful defaulter, RBI in its guideline have talked about 4 categories of willful defaulter. Just have an idea, 4 categories of willful defaulter. So don't go by the English meaning. Okay. So what is, if a question will come, what is willful defaulter means? The question will be from as per the RBI guideline, who all are willful defaulter. There are 4 categories of people. One is very simple. The first category is very simple. Okay, an individual or an entity have taken loan. Okay, they have taken loan, but they are not defaulter means they are not paying back. But actually they have the capacity to pay back, like Vijay Mallya. And just giving an example that they have the capacity to pay back, but they are not paying back. So they will come under the first category of willful defaulter. Because this term is also very important. In many of the schemes where RBI have introduced is not for willful defaulter. The schemes which you are having, S4A or strategic debt restructuring, is not for willful defaulter. Willful defaulter, nobody can do anything. Okay, so that's why I am telling that there also be very clear. It's not, that scheme is for like a person who had done genuine business and could not able to, due to factors not in his hand or due to project delay or some other factor, if he is not in a position to pay back, then some schemes are available for him. So be very clear. So this question also can come. Okay, who are willful defaulter? Which all are there? Already a question have been given. You practice this question 2 days after going back. Okay, so one is a person who have default, who have the capacity and is not paying. Second is, so capacity, person is having the capacity to pay but not paying. So we are talking about default. So then he will come under. Second is a entity or person who have diverted fund. Diverted fund means, for example, an infrastructure project construction company. An infrastructure construction means, take the case of a housing construction company, a real estate company. They have taken loan by saying that I want to develop a flat. Bank have given the loan, but he has used that money for some other purposes. That is what is called as diversion, diverting the fund for not the intended purpose. For see, bank try to understand that when you apply for a loan, you have to give the details for what purpose you are taking loan. You have to give so many. If you go to the bank and say that I want loan, they will not give you. There are lot of formalities is there, especially when the bank is giving a huge amount as loan. You have to give the details also for what purpose. For every businessman will be doing a particular business only. For that purpose only bank is giving loan. And if you divert that fund for some other purpose, you will come under willful defaulter. So this word is, only by this word will help you, diversion. Third is siphoning off. Fund is siphoned. Siphon fund means it's it's some sort of diversion, but means he is not using for the, he has siphoned off, and the entity is not aware of where this fund have gone. It is siphoned off. That fund is the loan which has taken, you know that it has gone. For where, at least in diversion, you know that okay, he has taken money from here and invested in some other places. It is there in his other businesses. But in siphoning off, you can't trace the fund. Okay, so that will also come under willful defaulter category. Fourth one is see, we are talking about mortgage loans. In the topic which we are discussing, we are mainly talking about willful default. What do you mean by mortgage loans? You have to give some security. If you are taking housing loan, you have to give that your property has your security. Then only so mortgages are there. So in many of the cases, the borrower have to mortgage some security to bank, and then only bank will give you loan. Now, without the knowledge of the bank, there will be some smart borrowers. We can't use the word smart, you have to use other word. But what they will do? They will sell the property. You have seen that now, one person will take money from, see, I am not talking about bank, he will ask for 2 people to buy his property, from 2 people he will buy the money and he will sell that property to the third person. So similarly, even though he might have given some security to the bank, but without the bank knowledge, he will sell off that asset. So he is selling off. So don't ask me, sir, how it is possible. There are people who do it. I don't know. Had seen some cases. Now it has become very stringent. Okay, there are some cases in which the people who had taken housing loan used to show some old documents and get loan, and with new documents he will sell that property to someone else. So these all things have happened. Okay, so like that there are so many instances are there, but from the examination point of view, this also have come under this. So what it is, the security which you have given for loan, you are selling it off without the bank knowledge. So how can you do that? So all these 4 will come under willful defaulter. I am expecting a question, most probably the same question which we are asked, that which all category will come under willful defaulter category. Okay. Now come back to the other topic. Surfacy Act.